Hi YouTube family, welcome back to Sherman's Kitchen. A pleasant good afternoon to each and every one of you. How was your day? Hope you all had a beautiful and wonderful day today. It is actually a nice day today. It feels like there is a little bit of sunshine and a little bit of drizzle in the air. I don't mind it, it's beautiful. But today I have a few special recipes to put together. Every time I have a live, I give one viewer an opportunity to pick an ingredient and I will make a recipe in that month. And the last live I had earlier this month, we had 4 wonderful supporters who actually pick an ingredients each. I usually take one, but I couldn't resist taking all 4 of these requests, but I'm gonna turn it into a beautiful, wonderful video. So the first one I had was from Riza, and he requested that I make something with tamarind. So stay tuned, we're gonna make something with tamarind, or maybe more than one thing. We had Sister Donna who requested for me to make something with fish, and today I will be making something with fish. And we have Rose from My Nature Finding. Please check her out. She have a YouTube channel. She's one of our supporters. She is a very loyal supporter, and she is always participating in anything we have when we have a live. So you guys please check out My Nature Finding. And this is for my friend Rose, who requested something with carrots. And I'm going to be making something with carrots. And we have Esther who requested something with cabbage. So all 4 of those lucky, beautiful YouTube family will be getting a treat today with a recipe of their ingredient that they pick. So you guys stay tuned for it. Let's get into the kitchen and start putting together these amazing ingredients to make some recipe, which is fish, tamarind, carrot, and cabbage. So we're gonna add some cloves to some boiling water. I'm gonna add some cinnamon, and I have here my tamarind that we're gonna add to the water, but we're gonna wait until the spices are infused a little before we go in with our tamarind. Now that the water is nice and infused, we're gonna go in and add our tamarind in there, and we'll let it boil until the tamarind is nice and soft. Once the water starts boiling up, I'm going to turn off the stove and let the tamarind infuse into the water. Now that the water is boiling, I'm going to turn the stove off and leave the tamarind to soften up into the liquid. So with my potato masher, I like to go in there and mash it up a little to get out all that goodness from the seeds, so it can really infuse into the liquid. So now I'm going to strain it over into another pot to get rid of all the pulp and the pieces of cinnamon and clove. This, what remains here, is not needed. So what I'm going to do, I'll sweeten it. And we're gonna make some icicle and some tamarind drink. So for the tamarind ingredient, it's gonna do 2 things today. We're making drink and icicle. So we're gonna add our sugar. I'm adding brown sugar in here. You're gonna add sugar to taste. Tamarind is very tangy, so you're gonna have to add as much as you like or as less as you like. So I'm gonna add that. This is a 1/2 cup measure, and then I'm gonna taste it before I add more. So if you want, you can add some essence in here, but I don't like to add essence in mine because I find it's gonna take away from that nice tamarind flavor. I'm gonna leave out the essence. So we're gonna color our liquid before we put them in the icicle bags. We're gonna do this one with yellow and this one with green. The color of the liquid is already dark, so we don't know what color we're gonna get from this, but let's try a few drops of yellow coloring and see where that's gonna take us. So it looks kind of yellowish brown, but we'll see. So because the color of the tamarind is so rich and strong, we're not gonna get that full yellow that we're looking for, but we're gonna settle for this because all that matters for me is that flavor, because tamarind have so much health benefit. It's very rich in antioxidant, antifungal, and antibacterial, and so many more. So I like to consume tamarind as much as I can. So this is a yellowish brownish color one, but the flavor is there. We're gonna do a few more with this one, and then we're gonna move on to see if we can achieve a different color. So we just added some red coloring in this set, and you know, because red is so strong, of course we have that nice beautiful red color, but we're gonna keep these ones natural. And now I'm gonna fill out the rest. And we're doing some red ones now. Tamarind can be used in many different things. Juice, icicles or freezy like we're doing, sauces, sour, so many different things. You can add them in snacks, tamarind ball, in food to give flavor. Some countries cook with tamarind sauce as one of their main ingredients. So you can do so much with this, and it is so healthy for us. Here is our tamarind icicle or freezy that I just filled off. I'm gonna leave them in my freezer until they're nice and hard and well frozen before we dig into it. So we're gonna make a fish choka, something that my mom makes the best. I have 3 nice pieces of gray snapper here. An ingredient was requested by Sister Donna for fish, so I'm making fish choka. In here I have some ingredients: salt, dried oregano, I have some cayenne pepper and some black pepper. We're gonna mix everything together. A little bit of olive oil to combine everything together. Just about a teaspoon. Mix that in. This is gonna give the fish a beautiful color and a nice flavor. And then we're gonna work it into the fish like that. So we're gonna massage this ingredients into the fish. I'm gonna let this fish sit for a little and let the marinate well and flavor the fish up before we start frying it. So these are some of the ingredients I have to flavor up our fish choka while our fish is resting in some marinade. I have red onion, green onion, I have garlic, some green chili, and some oregano. So I'm gonna take off the leaf from the stem, and I'm using my food processor because this is gonna make a nice chunky version for me that I'm looking for. I want the ingredients to have a texture. So we're gonna add this in here. And then I'm gonna add my green onions in there as well. This is that giant green onion that I got from my friend from church. And I really enjoy these garden fresh green onion. They're so nice and delicious. So this is like an onion, but this is a green onion, like a regular onion. The nice big green onion. And then I will add my purple onion in there. We're gonna add all of it because I'm gonna use these ingredients for more than one thing. I'm gonna chop the chili and grate the garlic over the fish. So we're gonna blend this up. So we're gonna start frying the fish now. I'm gonna lightly dust it in some seasoned flour. Lightly. And this is nice gray snapper. And into the oil it goes. We're gonna turn these babies over carefully. I want them to fry nice and brown. So I'm gonna remove the fish now from the oil. It's nice and brown, just the way I like it. We're gonna drain out as much oil as we can. And check out this piece here that I already took out. Beautifully done. Nice and golden brown. So it's time for us to make our fish choka, and the fish cool down a little. What I like about the gray snapper, it is meaty and it makes a beautiful fish choka. So I'm just gonna remove some of the bones. We're gonna break up the fish into small pieces, and then we will add our favorite ingredients in here. Look how flaky this fish is. Oh my gosh, perfect for fish choka. Look at the beauty of this gray snapper. The fish is so chunky, flaky, and really meaty. Perfect for fish choka. So after breaking up this fish into small pieces, we're gonna flavor it up some more. I season it to fry it, but we still wanna add some flavor in there. I like to go in with some grated garlic, so we don't bite into big chunks of garlic. Garlic really adds a nice flavor to it. I'm gonna chop up some fresh green chili to add in there. This chili is not too hot, but they have the right flavor for this fish choka. So with our blended red onion, green onion, and fresh oregano, we're gonna add some in here. You can chop this up as finely as you want, but I like to do it in the food processor. It gives me the right texture. So we had like 2 tablespoons. I'm gonna go in and add a piece of lime there. We need some lime juice to make it nice and have a nice tangy flavor. I'm gonna go in with my hands and massage all these ingredients together. And then really mix everything in well. If you find some pieces of the fish is too big, this is the time you can break them up into smaller pieces and just mix it in well. I added salt to the fish before I fry it. So I'm gonna taste a little bit to see if I have to add some more. If not, it's gonna be ready. It smells absolutely mouth-watering delicious here. I'm gonna set this aside and we're gonna go ahead and prepare our carrot bakes now. So I steam out some carrots here until they're fork tender. And the next ingredients I had request for was carrots, so I'm gonna be making some carrot bake. So I'm gonna add them into my food processor, right where I blended all my beautiful ingredients, so it's gonna have flavor, and we're gonna puree these carrots. So I have all my ingredients here now for the carrot bake. I have my carrot puree, 1 cup of carrot puree, and this is 3 small carrots. I have my blended red onion, green onion, and oregano. I have some sugar, and I'm gonna go in here with some baking powder. A little pinch of salt. I'm gonna mix this in first. Baking powder and salt. We're gonna go in with our brown sugar. So we're gonna mix up our sugar into the flour. And I'm gonna go in and add my blended ingredients to flavor up this bake. So let's add our carrot puree. And when I did my rye plantain bake, I posted on Instagram and someone suggested that I make carrot bake. So today it came in good use for that request from, I believe it was Rose or Esther. This is gonna give the bake a nice sweetness, a beautiful color, and we're gonna have a different flavor bake today. So this is how beautiful the bake is looking. This is the beautiful color of the dough. Look at that. So I'm gonna knead it until everything come into one big ball, and then I'm gonna make some small dough ball, and we're gonna fry those to individual bakes. So look how beautiful our carrot bake is coming together after kneading it and making sure that it all form one big ball. You can see my ingredients is showing up, and we have some flavor in there. I love how it feels nice and soft. I'm gonna make some small dough ball, and then we're gonna start frying these out. Nice and round bakes. You can make small ones and cut them, but I'm gonna do individual because it's quicker to fry like that. So we're gonna make nice small dough ball like these. We're gonna roll them off just like that to smoothen them. I'm gonna put a little bit of flour on the bottom like this, and I'm gonna rest them here until it's time for me to fry them. So I'm gonna continue with the same process until I finish with all the dough balls. So guys, Rose from My Nature Finding, and that's her YouTube channel, My Nature Findings, she requested that I make something with cabbage. So I wash and finely chop my cabbage, and I have some carrots here, and carrots was one of the requests too from Esther, so that's in the bake, and it's also in this recipe. I have some grated cheese here. I have a combination of 2 different cheese. I have some eggs, and in the pan I have some butter and some coconut oil, combination of the 2. It's warming up. Let me show you guys how I'm preparing this. So this is also another recipe here. Today you guys are in for a treat. It's more than one recipe. I'm so happy to do it, and it's a beautiful combination with the bake, the fish choka, and this is an egg with carrots, cabbage, cheese, and some nice ingredients. So into the oil we're gonna add our cabbage, and that's the butter and coconut oil. We're gonna saute the cabbage for a bit. Cabbage doesn't take too long to cook, and we have to add some ingredients in here as well. We're gonna add our carrots in there as well. We're gonna add some of the purple onions, green onions, and the fresh oregano, a nice portion to flavor up everything. That's about 2.5 teaspoons, and we're gonna mix these and let them fry together. When you make eggs like this, it's really delicious. You can add different vegetables or any vegetable of your choice. Sometimes I change up the vegetables that I add, and you get the best result of the egg. So while this is frying up, let's season this egg. So into the egg, we're gonna add a little bit of salt. We're gonna add some black pepper into the egg. So we're gonna add some of the blended ingredients into the egg as well. And then we're gonna go in and add about 1/2 cup of milk in here. I'll leave all the measurement for every one of these recipes I did today in the description box below. And you wanna mix everything well together. So now this is good enough for me. We don't want it to be too soft, but a nice texture is fine. This egg goes nice for breakfast, and it goes nice any time of the day. We're gonna go in and add our eggs now. I'm cooking this on the stove top on medium to low heat, not to cook with high heat. And then right at this moment here, you can go in and add your grated cheese on top like that. So we're gonna cover this down and leave it to cook until it starts form up. So we're gonna start rolling off our first carrot bake. Nice and wrong. The color is really, really beautiful. I love it. So I like to shake out the excess flour before I put it into the oil, because that usually make the oil very, very dark and brown after you finish frying it. So I hope my oil is hot. So we're gonna add some spinach on top of the egg, and this is gonna add some beautiful color, and spinach is really nice with eggs. And leave it to steam cook. The egg is cooking up nicely, as you can see around the edges. So we're gonna add our first bake to fry. Hear that sound? So we're gonna fry them until they're nice and golden brown. This one I see have a hole, so it's not going all the way. Maybe if I stop it here. And then we're gonna flip it over. And our bakes are swelling up nicely, and they have beautiful color. The bakes are cooking up nicely. Check out these. Nice and soft and fluffy looking. The color is beautiful, and they're swelling up amazing. And here is my beautiful carrot bake. They are so nice and cushiony, like a pillow. They're done beautifully, and the color is amazing. So let me serve this up and show you guys what my plate look like. So I have something for everyone. I have the recipe done with fish, tamarind, carrot, and cabbage. And guys, I can't forget to show you my eggs that I made, the cabbage, carrot, spinach, and cheese egg. I'm gonna show you guys how nicely I'm cutting this into beautiful pieces, and it is perfectly done. And this is my beautiful tamarind drink to go with this dinner. A nice piece of ice here in the glass, and this is gonna wash down everything that I have. And we still have that tamarind icicle or freezy to eat as well. So let me plate up and reveal the taste test for this. And here is my plate, guys. I have everything: my carrot bake, my eggs with cabbage and carrots and cheese and spinach, and I have my fish choka that I'm excited to eat because I didn't make it a long time. And look at these baked. They are beautiful, nice, fluffy and soft carrot bake. Look at this. The inside is so fluffy. And I'm gonna take a bite for everybody. So I'm gonna go for piece egg first. This goes very nice for breakfast. It can go for lunch, and it can go for dinner. Cheers. The bake is so soft. There's seasoning in there that I can taste. And the eggs, oh my goodness, with the cabbage and the carrot have a nice sweetness with all that flavor coming through. This egg is like a party going on in this egg here. We're gonna try our fish choka. I have green chili and red pepper. The fish choka brighten up the plate. You can taste a hint of the lime juice, a hint of that nice chili. So many flavors going on, and nothing like a nice fish choka. And guys, I have my tamarind aid. Matthew said it tastes like lemonade. And my tamarind drinks to wash this down. This is a rich glass of vitamin C, right? Tamarind is rich in vitamin C. We're gonna mix it up. And cheers. So for Sister Donna, I hope you like the fish recipe. For Riza, I hope you like the tamarind. We have the tamarind drink plus tamarind icicle that I'm gonna still share. We have the carrot bake and the cabbage and carrot egg for Rose and Esther. So stay tuned for our tamarind icicle. So my friends, these are our icicles or freezies. They are nicely frozen, and today is a very hot sunny day, so it will go perfectly well. This is my tamarind icicle, and the ones that had the brownish color, after they freeze up, the color changed to a nice yellowish color. So we're gonna go sit down in the nice sunshine and just bite into one of these delicious homemade icicle or freezies. So what a more beautiful day than this to have a freezie or an icicle. And I'm gonna go in for one of the red one. I'm gonna just cut a little piece there. I like to wrap mine up at the bottom here with a piece of tissue so I can hold it properly, and then I'm gonna dive in for a taste. Wow, that tamarind flavor is so refreshing, so nice, and a little bit tanginess, sweetness on a hot day like this, and the icicle is well frozen. It's just the perfect thing for a sunny day, and I know that Natalie can't wait for hers. I hope I inspire you guys to make some. Summer is almost over. Don't let summer pass and you don't make some. You can make any flavor of your choice. Cheers. So I want to say thank you all so much for coming along with me on these beautiful recipe that I prepare with tamarind, fish, carrots, and cabbage. I hope I made my supporters very happy, which is Riza, Rose from my nature findings, Esther, and Sister Donna. Take care. God bless. We love you guys. Bye for now.